Hello, welcome to Ted and Andy's Graphic Adventure. This is number 4 in a series, and today we're looking at folding. So predominantly we're going to do a little short demonstration on a few techniques on how to fold. They've all been introduced to your Swan and Morton scalpel in previous ones, so we'll be using this again today, and we will be taking, for this project, if you're doing any kind of packaging or folding, just for this purposes, something of that kind of grammage. You can hear that? So that would be, I don't know, 300 grams, something like that, weight. So that's just a piece of A5 like that. So I put it on the cutting mat, and using my scalpel, I'm going to take the ruler, and then I'm going to score down here. When I say score, I'm cutting, but I'm not trying to put too much pressure on that I actually cut all the way through. Now this comes with time. If you're a little bit heavy-handed, you probably might cut it through. But you know, if you get more and more practice, like anything, you get more delicate at it. And as you can see, what's going to happen here? Can you see the cut? It's just slowly persuade it to then basically fold like that. So there you go. So we have a kind of like a greetings card, one fold. Now I fold it that way, but let's go the other way. So on the other side, if I now turn it over, if I then fold again with the sharp side that way, and then that would then go that way. So then I've got what's beginning to be a concertina. I'll just do one more for you on that side. Go on that side there. I've not measured this out, it doesn't really matter for this demonstration. And that way like that. And that goes that way. So I'm kind of beginning to end up with a structure that it can now stand up on its own. So yeah. Here's another one I did earlier. But they're the basic things of cupping. Paper can go either one way or another, and that's how to score it. Now the thing is, if you're not that confident with this edge, maybe try this edge here, the back edge. I'll just show you, it's equally as effective. But again, what you do, I'm using the back. Now I'm going to use the back of the blade. So I'm not using the sharp, I've just turned it around, so the sharp is up, and that goes like that. And here we have, again, same sort of thing. And there's actually there's a third thing you can do with a scalpel, and this is the end. See the end there, sort of rounded. Now then, obviously you've got the blade towards you, so you've got to be careful. But again, this will compress the paper down, so you need to put pressure on. But basically, go down 1, go down 2, go down 3. So with the back of the blade, you need at least 2 or 3. Now what this has done has put a very, very compounded groove in there, and that will allow you to slowly persuade the paper to break the back of it. And go in the middle and then just slowly persuade it to go that way. Now that gives you a rounded, quite a nice rounded feel to it along that edge, as opposed to maybe when you score it, it's a bit sharper. But yeah, so that's really kind of the three sides of a scalpel: the sharp end, the back end, the back of the blade, and this end here. And now with folding. There are lots of books out there called Paper Engineering. I'd just like to introduce you to a couple. This one here, which is Paper Engineering, 3D Design Techniques for 2D Material by Rotavision. I think it's probably 2008. And loads of fantastic examples in here of how people have basically used paper for invites and wedding invites or anything like that. So direct mail. So that's a good one. That's Paper Engineering. Probably able to pick that up on Amazon quite cheap. Folding techniques for designers from sheet to form. This one here has lots and lots and lots of very detailed diagrams of how to go it. But they have nets in them. These are called nets here, which will show you how to make this. But again, all virtually working that basic principle of one side, cutting one side and scoring the other. Another one will be paper graphics, the power of paper in graphic design. This is another great book. I think we'll be using these as well in the session next week. And then this one here, which is Elemental Pop-Ups. Now this is a fantastic book because it shows you a complicated pop-up, but then from that stage onwards, it shows you how you can actually do the very basic, different types of paper fold to get different types of effect. So here we are. Yeah, so amazing kind of pop-ups, and you can't read it from here, but it's very simple to follow. measurement wise. You don't have to be an expert in trigonometry or third angle orthogonal projection or anything like that. You know, it's very basic. It's very easy to understand, so it's a great book. So four good books there. And I'll just finish with one or two samples I've got here from a designer who is particularly adept. Now these are all kind of examples of different kind of maquettes that have been made out of scoring paper one side or the other. So you can see there, that's interlocking two to create a star shape. You can even get amazing kind of curves as well. So, you know, curves playing around there. Can you see that there? Yes. So no, it doesn't have to be straight lines. You know, it's all to do with the kind of substrate of the paper. This is a nice little kind of rose. You know, it's like the top of a chocolate box. It opens out like an aperture. And we have this one here. Yeah, can you see the kind of the interplay you can actually get there with it? This one's again, I think, a very early little model into possibly how a star shape could actually work as an opening device. And I think this one here, again, is some kind of concertina around like that. So again, masking tape in there as well. But ultimately, all of this is just achieved, as I would say, just to finish off with, from being able to score a piece of paper one way and the other. Very basic like that, and you know, there's not a lot more to it than that. It may seem easy, but like anything, it's practice makes perfect. So please delve in to the folding. Brilliant. Ted!